E70 rear seat removal. This is the I think the 40. Here in the front we've got these bolts here, T50 I believe. I'm just using this, and they have caps. These caps here held on by just little snap-ons. They'll be like this. Just rip them off with pliers or pry them off, and you get to these guys. In the back we've got a T50 here, two T50s here, and they are covered with trim like that. And this trim goes on top, slides back like that. So you'll put it on and then you pull it back, and then I believe that's a T25. Let's see here. Nope, it's a T20. So that's a T20. Take that off, slide this forward, and take it off. And there's another trim piece here too. I think it just comes right off though. And then that's it for the 40. Just take it out. It's pretty damn heavy. When you take this out, all the bolts are out. The T50s are out. Then you don't fold it yet. You'll leave it open, and just because it gives you more grip to wiggle this little hook out. The little hook is into the floor like this. You can't really see it. You think, oh, you know, I got it out. Why is it not moving? It's this thing right here. So you got to wiggle this out, and once you get it free, then you fold it down. Then you have another person. You're in the back. The other person's in front. You kind of wiggle it out and then maneuver it out of the door. This thing is super heavy. It's like 85 pounds, maybe 90 pounds. We unbolted the big version, the 60. So this is the 40, that's the 60. And we folded it, unhooked it from the latch down there, folded it, and then on its back, we put it here. Because there's no way that, I mean, it probably is, but you'll scratch a bunch of shit there. Because it's super heavy and cumbersome and big. So what we did was we tipped it over on its back, and we're going to push it in the back. And you're definitely going to need two people for this. You're just going to hurt yourself if you try to do it one. Moving on to removing the third row seat. To access the bolts back here, you got to take this cover off, these covers off, and they are bolted on with these guys. And these guys, let's see, are T30s. So T30s, and they're bolted here and here. It comes right off. It's a little awkward to get to, so you're gonna need an extra long extension, like that. And it's really high up, so that it's hard to get to. So let's see if we can find it. Oh, there it is. See how high up that is? And then, there we go. Yeah. Then, okay. So we've got two bolts here on the side, and one bolt in the center. That is in the rear. And then let's get these off and see if there's any more in the front. And on the front, you've got these guys. You gotta pull these off, and you will break this on both sides. There seems to be a tab here that inserts into this slot, and I suppose you in theory you could stick a screwdriver down here and wedge it like that and press that. That's really firm though, but anyways, I'm not using these, so fuck it. And you got one bolt here and one bolt over there, and I think that would be all. Then I gotta worry about this thing, where this is. It appears that this third row seat is welded to this metal backing, because yeah, so I got to take this whole shebang out. I may even have to take this rail out. I'm gonna try not to, but it's pretty notched in there. So I'm gonna go here, disassemble that, and then see if there are any bolts. Alright, I'll take these suckers out. I took the battery cover off, and let's see what this reveals. That we got these guys. All right, somewhere. There we go. All right, I cannot see a damn thing. So it appears that I'm going to have to disassemble this rail. So however many bolts that is. Total of 8 T40 bolts. This is the last. At the end it has a cover on it like that, and it's pretty hard to get off, actually, to pry off without damaging. So it goes like that, and as you can see, you gotta pry pretty fucking hard to get it. Push it in, push this little hook thing here, bends a little bit, but you'll damage it. Yeah, luckily it's not really that visible. So anyways, I have to get this rail off and see what I can do with this seat. Alrighty, now that I've got all the bolts off, gotta take these tie downs out. You press the button here, it'll slide, and then once you get to that, it comes right off. Oh. Oh, it never ends. It never ends. In order to get this rail off, I got to get this piece of plastic off. So more bolts, more bolts. Here's a Phillips screwdriver. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's 4 of them. You got 4 Phillips down here. You also have to pry these caps off. Get that Phillip. Loosen this sucker up, because this is inside of this outer cover. Oh God. In order to take this out, there's a Phillips here. There's also a Phillips here that's hidden by this. Same thing on this side. Oh my God. This is crazy. And you got to take this seal off all the way around on the bottom too. Got those pieces of trim off, and of course, why not throw in another fastener here connected to that, here connected to that. So I got these 2 out. Oh, look at this. They put the stupid rivets. This is not supposed to be here. You know, they just ran out of parts. Just shoddy workmanship. Anyways, putting rivets inside. It's bad enough it was in the fender. Okay, so it appears after you take the fasteners out, it appears that this trim piece is connected to this gate cosmetic cover. It's all one piece. Now, great. Okay, so it appears that this rail is connected to the entire side piece. So, I guess I got to take the entire side piece to get that damn chair out. Oh dear God. Okay. You have to take this also, this trim piece off. This trim piece off in order to take the bar off, in order to take the seat off. On this guy, first I pulled on this one. So you see this here, right? And then with the T60, where the seatbelt mounts. Like that. You gotta take that seatbelt out. Okay. Now, you take this trim piece out. Alright, so, we've got 2 more, and for the love of Zeus, please let there not be any more fasteners. Okay, now, let's see how difficult, what the hell is this to come out? Alright, I'm gonna... Okay, so the rail part came out, and I had to wheel it out here, bring it up, and pull it back. And look at that. We got ourselves a new lesson in life here. This is the rear shock. So if you're going to get to the rear shock, that's all you have to do is get all this shit out.